Okay, well, let's get started. I'll just put it in record for those that can't make it on live tonight. But just want to say a massive welcome to everyone that's hopped on the call tonight. I'm super excited to share just some amazing information with you ladies tonight. We've kind of really put it around women's health and empowering women in their own health and in business as well. So there's a few of us that would love to share with you guys tonight just a bit of our journey, our story, and how we've been able to be those empowered women and now helping others to do the same. So for those that don't know me on the call, I'm just going to make sure everyone's on mute. If you just check that you're on mute when you come on, that would be awesome, just because we're recording that one. Okay. So welcome guys who've just joined us. We've just got started, so thank you very much for joining the call. And tonight, yeah, we've got some beautiful ladies going to share some of their journey and their story with you about being empowered women. So I'm going to introduce myself and get started, and then I'll introduce some ladies as well to you. So for those that don't know me, my name is Abby. I'm a National Marketing Director of the Juice Plus Company. I'm also a mum of 3 beautiful little children. And I started this health journey or this nutrition journey probably about coming up to 6 years ago now. And for me, I've always been on a bit of a journey in my health. I can't say that I've always been a very healthy person. In actual fact, quite the opposite in my earlier years. I've always been the person that struggled with my nutrition. So for me, it's always been a journey of making different choices, making different changes. So now, a few years in, 6 years in, that I feel like I'm in a really good place and very empowered in my health and nutrition. And now being able to help others around the world, actually. So tonight, I just want to kind of share a bit my background in that aspect, and then also a little bit on what Juice Plus, the actual product, is as well. And then some of the ladies are going to talk a little bit on the business side of things and empowering women in business. So when as I said, previous to 6 years ago, I really struggled in my health and nutrition. I was someone that always found it very difficult to be having that healthy lifestyle consistently. I've been a bit of a yo-yo dieter. I don't know if anyone's been out there that have ever been on like a diet or gone through a fad. That was me. I did that for a good 10 to 12 years of my life, where I used to put on weight and then I'd go on to that next diet and to that next fad, then I'd lose the weight and then I'd just put it back on again. And it was a bit of a cycle that happened for many, many years. Exactly right. And now I'm a yo-yo dieter, exactly that. And I used to work in the fast food industry in my teens. So for me, I actually got a bit of a habit where I used to eat a lot of fast food and unhealthy foods. And it was something that I just used to crave a lot. I found it very difficult to eat a consistently healthy diet. So it became a bit of a cycle for me where I was up and down all the time. And I could never stay in a lifestyle, in a healthy lifestyle. So 6 years ago, a good girlfriend of mine invited me to a talk, a health talk, a nutrition talk, which I'd never been before. I'd never been to a health talk. And I thought, I'm on this journey of finding out more information and bettering my health, so why not go and have a listen? So that night I went along to a little event just with a few other people, and I met an amazing lady called Natalie Baldock. And Natalie's part of our business, and she's a real food coach. And that night, it was a bit of a life-changing night for me, a bit of a realization of where I was going in my health. And that night, hey guys, welcome to the call for those that are just joining us. We've just got started, so welcome to the call. I'm just explaining a little bit about health and nutrition from my point of view and my story. So that night was a real changer for me. I realised that, especially being a mum at that point in time, I had a little 4-month-old and I had a 2-year-old. And what I realised, and if anyone's a mum out there, I'm sure we've got some mums on the call, is that nutritionally, I was always putting the kids number one, but I wasn't looking after myself. And what Nat actually, she shared with us that night was the simplicity of whole food nutrition. Now, for me, I understood the concept of eating more fruits and veggies. Like that made sense to me. But what I struggled with was actually doing it every single day. And a couple of things that really stood out for me, and now over the last few years, really learning about food, was really understanding how we are to nourish our bodies. And I think for so long, you know, and I'm sure so many of us out there, we get caught up in what's the fast food, you know, the quick and easy meals, the things that are easy, because I'm sure a lot of you are busy mums or busy business women, or we just find that I think we're in a busy society. So everything that we do seems to be quick and fast. So for me, you know, that was another thing that I always used to do, you know, go to the supermarket and find easy alternatives, you know, maybe go for the packets or the jars and things like that. And when we look at that, one of the things that I always look at is the real food against the dead food. And I think, you know, a lot of us tend to get caught up in eating a lot of dead food. And for me personally, that was what I was doing. I was eating a lot of food that wasn't actually nourishing my body. And, you know, that night I really started to understand that it's so important to look after all the different systems in our body. You know, we've got our digestive system, we've got our nervous system, we've got our immunity. And these are the three things that really encompass our health. Sorry, guys, I'm just going to check if everyone is on mute, just so that everyone can hear. Awesome. Thanks, guys, for hopping on the call that are just joining us now. Just want to make sure everyone is on mute if you can. That would be awesome. So, you know, that night, I remember something that really stood out to me. And one of the things that Nat talked about was, especially mums and especially women, we tend to be the head nutritionists of our home. Now, I'm sure all of you at some point or at the moment, you know, don't even realise that that's what we do. And, you know, being the head nutritionist of our home makes us, you know, we're the ones that decide what to eat every day. We're the ones that make the decisions to go to the shops and put the food together. So it becomes a bit of a responsibility, especially being the main person that does that in the home, to make sure that what we are doing and what we're providing ourselves and our family are healthy and nutritious. And I suppose for me, I put up my hands and think, was I making those decisions in the right way? Because at the end of the day, sometimes I will go for that quick and easy, convenient meals, but are they healthy? Are they nourishing our bodies? Are they nutritious? And those were the type of things that I started to realize that, you know what, I needed to educate myself more. I need to find out more information to make sure that I'm doing the best for myself and my family. So I went on this journey, and I went on the journey of really understanding more about food. And it became a bit of an elimination process, because when I started, especially when I started on the product, Juice Plus, which is just fruit and veggies and berries in a capsule, I'll explain more in a minute. But when I started to flood my body with good whole food nutrition, what started to happen is that my body started to crave more healthy foods. And our bodies are an amazing thing, right? So we talk about crowding out the cravings. And when, you know, how many people here are sugar addicts or have ever been, you know, addicted to sugar, or you go for those sweeter foods and the chocolate and the you know, the cookies and things like that. I was a big guilty of that a lot of the time. In the afternoon, as a pick-me-up as a mum, I would go for that chocolate and I would go for that biscuit just to keep me going for the day. And I think, you know, we can get so caught up and in having those cravings that come, and it is very difficult to stop that. And one of the concepts I really loved about what Natalie taught that night, and, you know, something that I continually to help other people with, is when we're addicted to those sugars and the cravings that are more for the bad food, you know, instead of giving it up and going cold turkey and not doing that straight away, it becomes what we tend to do is set ourselves up for failure. So one of the things that we love to teach people in, and especially women in our community, is crowding out those cravings. So what the best thing to do in these situations, if you are someone that are craving bad food, is flood your body with better food. Okay, so what does that look like? What does that mean? So it means that when you wake up in the morning, have a good, healthy, nutritious breakfast. Okay, that already is going to set you up for the day. And have something that maybe it's like a green smoothie packed full of greens. Maybe it's a beautiful, granola with beautiful fruits, or whether that's like spinach and poached eggs and things that are really nutritious, that's going to fill you up. So when we say crowd out the cravings, it's actually more about adding more good stuff in your body that you don't even feel like the bad stuff anymore. Okay, and that's something that really helps a lot of people when we talk about adding more good nutrition into your body, into your diet every single day. So this is something that I'm really excited about, because I love empowering women more so in their health and in their nutrition, because I know, especially as a lot of mums out there, that we do tend to take care of the kids and we become last. And I think it's so important as mums that we actually feed our body first well, so that we can function better, that we're more clearer, that we have more energy in our day. How many women out there want more energy in their day? I know that we all are, we crave that, we need that, because we run around, we're busy, and having that extra edge, having that extra energy and that, stride, that we will be better. We'll be better mums, we'll be better wives. So, one of the things that I love is to really look at how we can better ourselves in our nutrition. So, as I said, 6 years ago, I started the journey. I started to take the product Juice Plus. I'm going to share exactly what that is. Okay, so for those that don't know what it is, this is it here: fruit, veg, and berries in a capsule. Okay, so we have the fruit, which is the fruit blend. So in the fruit blend, we have a variety of fruits such as apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beetroot, areola cherry, and dates. That's in the fruit. In the veggies, this one here, we have carrot, cabbage, kale, broccoli, tomato, garlic, parsley, spinach. And in the berries, we have grape, raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, blackcurrant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, and cacao. Okay, so this is an amazing amount of whole food nutrition that you get added into your diet every single day. Now, one of the things that I know in the UAE especially, we've come over a couple of times now, and we're coming back in a few weeks as well, is that when we come, we really understand that there's a massive need for this style of product over there. Okay, so when we came over, we started to look at what type of produce you guys have, and where it comes from, and all those type of things. And one of the things that really stood out to me is that a lot of the fruit and veg in the UAE is imported. There's a lot of imported. There's a lot of not as fresh. Nothing's locally grown over there, and it's expensive. And the variety is not as much as where you might find in other countries. So you're quite limited to what you have over there. Now, with that comes, when I was talking to some of the mums there and some of the ladies over there, a few things I started to notice that women were struggling in their health. A few things like hair loss, skin issues, polycystic ovaries situation, diabetes, some heart issues. When I was having conversations, these are some of the things that were coming up. And I found that really interesting, because it seemed to be a lot of it. And what I understand is that when we are in a bit of a health crisis, when we see these type of issues that are coming about, and we look at what is available in terms of your nutrition as well, what I'm seeing is that a lot of people are nutrition deficient, and they're not getting the variety, and they're not getting the nutrition that everyone needs every single day. So one of the things that I've really noticed is, especially with the ladies that have just started the product, and we've got some amazing ladies on the call tonight that have only actually been on the product for a few months, but are starting to notice some amazing results from the product as well. So what you can understand, they are talking about how our bodies actually need this type of nutrition to actually prevent things from happening into our bodies, and also to increase that health every single day. This is a great way of doing that, okay? So you may go to the supermarket, you might see lots of supplements and different vitamins and minerals. Well, Juice Plus is actually whole food nutrition. But what it is food, okay? So it's like what we say is salad in a capsule, that you're able to get quick, fast nutrition every single day added to your body. And what we see when that happens is that your body starts to crave better nutrition. You start to feel better. You have more energy. Your skin starts to clear up, okay? Because over time, your body is regenerating healthier cells. Healthier cells every 120 days is what your body is getting from good nutrition. So this is how simple it is. You take the product, you flood your body with over 30 varieties of fruit, veg, and berries, and you do that over time. And guess what happens? This becomes a lifestyle change. So, you know, back when I talked about having, you know, that yo-yo dieting, going on the fads, you know, putting on weight, losing weight. Well, over the last 6 years being on the product, for me personally, what I have found is that I'm able to have made lifestyle changes where I've been able to keep off the weight. I've been able to maintain a very healthy weight, and I've actually craved more fruit and veggies in my diet than I've ever had before. So from going from a fad dieter now to a lifestyle change, this has made a massive impact in my health and in my life and my family's health as well. So that's the capsules. That's the fruit, veg, and berries in a capsule. We also have the complete, which is, so these are your micronutrients. This is your macronutrients, okay? So this is whole food ground out powder in a sachet form. What I love about this is, you know, so many people that I talk to often miss a meal. So they often will miss a breakfast or not having enough for lunch. Or what happens often is that you go through your afternoon and you often miss out on your afternoon snack, and you might go for something unhealthy. Well, this helps you bridge the gap with your meals. Okay, so for me personally, I love using this as a breakfast in the morning. Being that busy mum that wants to run out the door with the kids for school, this is a great way of adding really amazing nutrients in my diet, in my breakfast, and it's easy and quick. I put it in some either water or coconut milk or coconut water. I might put it in a smoothie, put some banana in there, some spinach in there, and it's a beautiful either vanilla or chocolate drink. Okay, and the kids love it as well. This is a great nutritional drink for the children, and of course they love it because it's chocolate. Often the kids think it's a chopped milk when they come home from school and things like that. This is an amazing way to add that nutrition into their bodies every single day. So, has anyone got any questions? I just want to check here. I thought I saw some here. Okay, all right, that's all good. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of give you a bit of an overview of what the product's all about, and a little bit about my journey and my story of you know, nutrition and health, because I think it's really, really important. But, you know, for me now, what I love is that we get to really now help other people. And as I said, coming to the UAE, we've just launched this product in January, but please be rest assured this product's been around for a very, very long time. Okay, so Juice Plus, the actual product's been around for over 20 years, 23 years. So you can be, you know, have the confidence to know that this product has been tested. It's been in medical journals. We have now over 30 peer-reviewed gold standard independent medical journals on the product to show what it actually does in your body. So a lot of us talk on testimonials and what it actually has done, and we share that as stories, but we also have the studies behind it to back it up, to show what it does. And that's amazing when we share the product as well, because some people want to know, what is it actually going to do for me? Okay, so we have the studies available. If anyone wants to know more information about that, please let us know. We can direct you and you can have a look at what the studies are showing. But what I'd really love to do now, I'd really love to share some stories with you. I've got some of the girls. I'll just check to see who's on the line. I know Zara was going to share, and maybe Fatima, if you are on the line. Let me just have a little look. You are Fatima, excellent, and Mariah too, excellent girls. So I might get a couple of you to pop off mute, and I will get you to share your stories of what Juice Plus has done for you so far, even in the last couple of months. So Mariah, I might start with you, Mariah, if you are there. Could you unmute yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm outside, but can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Okay, so hello, everyone. Let me just turn on my video too.
Excellent. Okay. Beautiful, so we can see your face. Excellent. Hang on, let me just spotlight you too. All right. There we go.
So I've been, thanks to Nikki for inviting me for Juice Plus. It's really nice product, and I've been using it for over a month now, and I'm really seeing differences in my body in terms of skin, hair fall, and I started it, as soon as I started it, within a week, I saw less of bloating. I'm a mom of a 9-month-old son. And, you know, the body just felt really lighter, and there wasn't swelling, a lot of swelling. And after a month of use, I saw that my hair fall was really, had really reduced. So that was a big change for me because, you know, after pregnancy, you see a lot of hair fall. It was really annoying. The showering part was so annoying, and you know, brushing my hair was really annoying. But now it has really reduced, like less than half. Also, recently I've seen improvement in my bowel movements. It's that's how, like, I noticed that my belly is more, you know, how can I put it? It's more less bloated. It's I don't know how to put it, but the bowel movements are really good. There's a big improvement in that. And so my skin has really improved. I feel like it's more smoother, it's more brighter. And I've lost, I know I should be improving my diet more. I'm working on that. But I already lost 2 kilos with the capsules and my smoothie. I'm having smoothie every day. So it's really boosting my energy, and I'm breastfeeding my son. So I really feel like I'm more focused. All of these benefits, girls, Juice Plus is really, really, really benefiting me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Mariah. It's so good to hear, and such great results in such a short period of time, which is amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So, Fatima, I might get you to share if you are happy to share. If you want to come off mute. See if I can unmute you. No. Oh, can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me, Fatima? Your connection might not be that great. So let me know if it's a connection thing. Who else did we have? Zara on the call? No? Okay. I think we might. Let me just check. Nikki, was Zara on the call?
I'm there. Hello.
Oh, hang on.
Zara's on the call. Yeah, she is.
Hey, oh, there you are. There you are. I couldn't see you there. Hi, gorgeous. All right. Are you happy to share, Zara?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm more than happy to share because honestly, I did not expect such great results in such a short time. Hold on. I don't know if you can. So I'm just going to quickly go before the kids start. So I am on the berry capsule since 2 months now. And honestly, after my deliveries, actually since 3 years, I can say 3 years since my first delivery, I'm a mom of 2 now. So since my delivery, my pregnancy, everything, I've had very irregular periods. So I started putting on weight because obviously, I mean, if it's not a regulated period, then the woman's body tends to go into a weight gain naturally, and also of course with the pregnancy as well. But the berry capsules, as soon as I started taking them, within let's say 2 weeks, my periods restarted, and my body went into a detox. So every single morning, I was in the washroom, and my bowel movement started becoming really good. So every single morning, it was amazing because I would wake up and I'd know that my body clock is starting at the right foot. And then I started drinking more water because my body started to crave more water since I was urinating more frequently as well. So this was a detox that my body went into as soon as I started in the first 2 weeks. And then my mom, she noticed an improvement in my overall skin, the brightness of the skin, and I was looking fresher. The under eye, the darkness due to tiredness and less of sleep, the tiredness under the eye started to clear up. So she was surprised, and with just the results, she was asking me, "What am I doing? Or what am I taking new?" So this is about the berry capsules, the effect that it had on me. But apart from that, for my 1-year-old baby, that's her. So I was diabetic during both my pregnancies, and she is 1 month premature. So she had weight gain issues. She was not putting on weight very frequently, and she has very sensitive skin. So every time I would try anything new with her, whether it is food or even anything to apply, even soap. He had a very bad reaction to soap once. So I started her on, she was exclusively breastfed. She was exclusively breastfed for 1 year. And now I started her on the smoothies. And I started her on the smoothies, and alhamdulillah, she has no allergies with that. And she started to gain weight. So it's about her as well and about me as well. So she's on the smoothies. I give her daily, twice daily. She drinks the smoothies. And she absolutely loves it. So alhamdulillah, I'm very happy that her weight is improving, her health is improving. So that's my story.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah. She's gorgeous. So lovely. That's so amazing to hear. And this is why I got these lovely ladies to share, because from a women's point of view, and now it's impacting their families in such a positive way, which is amazing. And really, that's what our mission is. Our mission as a company is inspiring healthy living around the world. And we know that we can help people from the product point of view, which is amazing. We're really, really helping people in their health every single day. So I'm going to wrap up with that, with the product side of things, and really understanding how the product works, what we're all about, what's our mission, what we really want to help others with in terms of impacting their health. But as well, there's a really another important part of this whole thing, and that is how we have the business side and how we share it. Because once you start hearing the stories, and these are just a couple of stories, we have a whole amount of different stories, both for men, for women, for children. It's really impacting so many people's lives. And when you start hearing the stories, you feel there's an obligation now to share it, to help other people. And by doing that and by helping other people, that's how you create your business. And we want to kind of show you how you can do that, and also how this can be a massive financial benefit for you by sharing the business opportunity as well. So for me personally, started 6 years ago as a stay-at-home mum. I was able to reach the top position in the company over a 3-year period. I did that with children. I did it at home, being able to have a third baby while I was doing this business. And it really has truly changed our lives. It truly has. Just to give you an example of how that has just recently, 6 years ago, we were in so much debt that we couldn't even afford to have a holiday. We've just come back from a beautiful trip down south with our family, and I've already been away twice to Dubai, and I've already booked my tickets to come to Dubai in about 5 weeks' time, and then I get back, and 3 weeks later we go to Gold Coast as well. Now, that is a lot of traveling for, especially for a mum, but it's also an amazing opportunity that this business has given us, you know, and financially 6 years ago, we would never have been in that situation that we could afford that. But now our Juice Plus money is able to contribute and help in that way. So it really can be an amazing gift. And I'm going to get Valerie, and I'm going to introduce Val to you. So Val, again, stay-at-home mum, beautiful mum. She got introduced to this business through my business card that was on a mutual friend's fridge. And she'd heard about the products before, understood what it was about, got on the products with her family and saw amazing results for her and her husband. And she is now one of my leading, amazing leaders in the business. She has an incredible team of people around the world, and she's done that by being a stay-at-home mum. So Val, I want to get you to hop off mute and kind of share a little bit about the business and your story as well.
Everyone hear me? Okay, yep, awesome. Hi everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. And you know, first of all, thank you so much for joining us. I think as a mum, time is so precious. And you know, for you ladies to just, you know, just maybe nip away from the babies, or just, you know, have your time to hear these stories, it's so amazing. So yeah, my story is so simple. 5.5 years ago, I saw that little magnet on a mutual friend's fridge. It totally made sense to me, and there was a few reasons why it made sense to me. It was just fruits and veggies and berries in a capsule. I knew, being a stay-at-home mum with 2 beautiful children, you know, I was saying yes to everything. I was saying yes to everyone. I was overcommitting myself. Every mums on the line, or anyone that's listening to the recording, you know, have you ever felt like that? Have you ever felt that you just feel like there is no weekend? Have you ever just woken up and you think, is today Friday? What's the difference between Friday to a Monday? What's the difference from a Sunday to a Wednesday? Well, I was that stay-at-home mum that felt like that. And I guess the reason why is because, like I said, I was overcommitting. And what happened along the way, I said yes to so much. What happened was I forgot about the first person in the house. And the first person in the house was me. And like Abby said at the start of the call, we're the females, we're the lovers, we're the nutritionists, we're the cooks, we're the cleaners. We do everything. You know, we've even got to know if there's milk in the fridge, if there's toilet paper in the bathroom. We've got to know everything, women. And what I was finding, I was doing so much, I was giving so much, I forgot about me. And when I forgot about me, my nutrition went down. So I started to live on not only 1 cup of coffee to up to 5-6 cups of coffee a day. I was that sugar addict that Abby also mentioned at the start. So my whole day was just filled with caffeine and sugar, caffeine and sugar, caffeine and sugar. So my whole hormones, my moods was just up and down, up and down. My skin would flare up. My periods were irregular. I would get cramps. I was moody. Anxiety was high. Depression was high. I was just like one big yo-yo moody mum. And, you know, we say that Abby was the yo-yo dieter. I was the yo-yo moody mum. So for anyone that's listening, I don't know if you can resonate with it, but that was me. So I knew that I needed this product. I knew that I needed to make a change. And I love that it came with programs. I love that it came with a community. It came with a community of women that were going to be there by my side, whether I did good or not. If I had a bad day, if I slipped, I needed that. I needed that beautiful community, and I love that. So we implemented the product, you know, started implementing the smoothies, just like Zara said. And, you know, for anyone that doesn't know my husband, you know, my husband was born with a severe heart condition. His aortic valve was twisted at birth. And so he's always had to deal with a bit of asthma. And, you know, one day the doctor always said you'd have to go on a Ventolin. And we didn't really want to go down that way. So what happened was, when we implemented Juice Plus into our lifestyle, and it became that catalyst of change, what we found in my husband, his heart results really improved. His, his arteries were so much better. There wasn't so much plaque going on. And it got to the point that his cardiologist said, whatever your wife has got you on, don't stop. And it was actually the cardiologist that found 2 medical journals on heart health. So that's what my husband got. What my children received was a happy mummy. And they, in return, were not getting ear infections. So as a family unit, a family of 4, we were so much happier. We were so much more balanced. And me being that mum, you know what? Instead of being up and down, I was just balanced. And I felt content. And I felt like Valerie was back. For any mums out there that are listening, who's ever felt you've just lost yourself? You know, we had planned to have children. It's the most amazing thing to be that mum, to be that nurturer, to be that carer. But my God, I lost myself along the way. So I'm so grateful for my gorgeous friend Abby that introduced it to me, because if she hadn't have introduced that, I didn't know where I would be now. So the product made sense. But what we found along the way, my husband and I, we actually became an inspiration for all these families around us, for the kids at the school, people we would meet in our community, and people started to see a result in us. Our skin was clearer. You know, I felt better. I was starting to exercise. My kids were happier. My little boy, Quentin, went from someone that would only eat meat to now would try carrots and peas and tomato. We couldn't believe it. We could not believe our eyes. So because we started referring so many people back to Abby, and we just said, look, it's Juice Plus. That was a catalyst of change. We wanted a lifestyle change. Go back and speak to Abby. We had referred so many people. After nearly 12 months, or probably about 9 to 10 months after being a customer, it was Abby that said, Val, have you ever looked at this as, you know, working from home? You know, I don't know what your plan B is, or, you know, what were you thinking to do when the kids got older? Had you looked at something of really helping other families? And you know what? It got me thinking. So, you know, I said yes. And I was so scared. I was so scared because I'd never had a home-based business before. My husband and I had only known a traditional way of working 9 to 5, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. We didn't know anything different. And I guess it wasn't until Abby came around and she explained that, you know, Valerie, you had referred so many people. Why don't you look at this as creating an income on the side? And this could start to pay for some bills. This could start to pay for your mortgage. This could, you know, start to pay for, you know, that extra family holiday. Well, I've got to be honest. I hadn't done anything else. And I thought, well, what have I got to lose? I've got nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Everything to gain. So we said yes. That was 4.5 years ago. And I just put one step in front of the other. I just listened to Abby. She mentored, she coached me. She taught me everything that I needed to know. There was no Facebook back then. There was no Zoom. There was no Instagram. I just simply spoke to people every single day. And what I found to be true was that there were 2 biggest things that people needed in the world. Number 1 was good nutrition. Everywhere I met, ladies, people were suffering from either eczema, whether it was Crohn's, whether it was period pain, whether it was this, whether it was that. So I found the subject health came up every single day. And then the next biggest thing that I found was that people were wanting to earn that extra certain amount every single month to contribute back to the family. So I said yes, and basically I just did this in my stolen moments. I gave up a little bit of TV at night to, you know, connect with women, you know, catch up with them for morning tea, play dates. And what we found was that we just started to introduce it to people, and then they started to introduce it to people, and then they started to introduce it to people, to the point that it literally just started growing like popcorn. And one day when I woke up and I looked onto my system, onto my on my virtual office, there was an extra 30 to 50 brand new team members in our team. I couldn't believe it. I thought, I've never spoken to that many people before in 1 week. So I rang up the head office and they said, Valerie, this is how this business works. It's a referral-based business. These people have gone and shared it with these people. And all of a sudden, these people shared it with these people. And that's when I realized the power of residual income. That's when I realized the power of network marketing. We were naturally sharing every single day before I came into Juice Plus. I was referring my hairdresser, my eyebrow specialist, my waxer, my beautician, but I never got paid for it. Every time I referred Juice Plus, I got paid for it. And it really made sense because there were so many families that wanted to make a difference. So like I said, we put one foot in front of the other, but what started to happen was that after a few months being in this business, it started to pay for our mortgage. And that was a massive thing. For a stay-at-home mum that had given up, earning that full-time income to be that mum at home, to be there for the children, to be there to look after the husband, clean the house, do all the chores that we need to do. All of a sudden, I was creating a residual income every single month that was giving back to the family. And then I said to Abby, you know what? This is just kind of part of my life. What do I need to do now to kind of create a little bit more? So what my husband and I did, we just broadened those goalposts and we set a brand new target. And every time we did that, we thought, who can we help? Who can we inspire? And who can we bring along the journey with us? Because it's not fun by yourself. We love to raise people up. And that's what we did. And you know what? Still to this day, if you had told me 4.5 years ago that I would actually, retire my husband from his traditional construction business, I would have laughed at you. I wouldn't have thought that was possible because my vision was so teeny tiny. But because I listened to Abby and she just kept mentoring me and coaching me, what we found to be true is we just kept broadening our vision and we just kept dreaming bigger and dreaming bigger. So 4.5 years later, this is where we are. We live so close to the beach, which was always a massive dream of ours. We have coached and inspired and raised up so many amazing leaders within our team. We have a global team of nearly 700 people that ranges from the UAE to Canada to Europe to the United Kingdom to Australia to New Zealand. And the biggest thing that we all have in common is health and bettering the lives of others through this business. And you get to do this every single day. And like I said, 2 months ago, my husband basically just said, honey, you know what? This business gives you leverage of time. This business allows you to be a better parent. This business allows you to coach and inspire and help other people want more out of life. So like I said, 2 months ago, we closed the shop on our old traditional business. And this is all we get to do with my husband and I. We get to coach and inspire families all around the globe to be more, to want more, and truly create that lifestyle that they've always wanted. Because one thing that I know is that when I was such a little girl, and this might resonate for anyone on the line, we have these dreams. We have these inspirations. We want to do this, we want to do that. And then life gets in the way. And those dreams never get turned into a reality. This business is the middle part. We get to give people that hope. We get to give people this opportunity to dream again. So if you're on the line right now thinking, you know what if? What if I could bring in a few girlfriends? What if I could, reach down and help these families, help them get back on that nutrition, help them get back onto their health, create these amazing changes just from being that catalyst of change. But what if we could raise up and help so many families along the way to have more in life, to go on that extra holiday, to pay for that mortgage, whatever it might be. And that's exactly what we've done. And, it's so empowering as a female to contribute back to the family. And that's really what it's done for us. So that's my story, Abs.
Amazing, Val. Thank you so much. Wow, I think everyone here would have been inspired by what you've just shared tonight. That has been amazing, and it always gives me goosebumps even now to see your journey and see your story and where you've come from and where you are today. It's amazing. So I'm just going to quickly get Nikki to come off the line as well, just to give a little 2 minutes. Nikki, I'd love you just to share briefly, your why in this business and why you do it, and just, what this business has done for you as well. And then we'll finish up.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Can you hear me okay? I'm just got a bit of funny internet connection here.
Yep, you're fine.
Okay. Oh, so inspiring to hear Val's story and Abby's story. And each time I hear them, I just feel so inspired and so blessed to be part of this amazing opportunity. I joined the Juice Plus business nearly a year ago. Abby and I have been friends since primary school. We've been friends about 26 years now. And I guess for me, I live in Italy, but, obviously not being a native Italian speaker, I found it really, really hard to find work, and the kind of work that I'd studied in London and in Australia, I couldn't do in Italy. And I really just wanted to have something that I could call my own and be in control of my own finances and, be in control of my own independence and have the capacity to really work wherever I want to work. And I'm just so blessed that, now, through the business in such a short space of time, I have managed to create enough financial freedom to not have to have a normal 9-to-5 job. And now I get to show and inspire other women how to do that as well. I'm not a mum, but, my why, I guess, is the same, as I want to be able to contribute and provide and do all those things. And with this business, it's been absolutely an absolute blessing to, come to the UAE, share the mission and grow such a beautiful team. And hearing the girls' stories earlier on the Zoom, and just seeing the kind of results that they're getting on this product, it's so inspiring. And we're just getting started in the UAE. So this is the most exciting thing, is that there is just so much opportunity and so much, to share our mission is just growing and growing and growing. And the great thing is we can do this all either online, or we can arrange events and, our Zoom events like this, so we can, invite people and share. It's just fantastic that we can connect with so many people all over the world just in one phone call like this.
Awesome, Nikki. Thank you so much. And
no worries.
It inspires me all the time looking at what is being created from Italy to the UAE to every, it's here, there, and everywhere around the world. And I just want to just encourage you tonight just to have a think, about what's been said in regards to the product, and really start thinking, like, who do you know that needs this product from a health point of view? Because there are people around you that are struggling. There are people around you that are sick. There are people around you that need help in their health. And so the question would be, who can you reach out to? Who do you want to help in their health? And the second part of that is, who do you know that needs that financial security, that, the building a community of people that can really link arms together and create something amazing together. Everyone needs that extra bit of finance coming in, whether it's, 500 dirhams to 5,000 dirhams a month, whatever it is for you. I know something that amount is going to be something that you need, and this is a great opportunity to be able to bring that income in as well. So have a think about that. And speak to the person that got you on this call, because we'd love to speak to you more. And we're actually going to be doing a similar call next week. So just so that you all know, next Wednesday, we're going to actually focus a little bit on Ramadan, which is really exciting, about how nutrition can play an amazing part through coming up to your fasting time as well. And we're going to get some of these amazing ladies to share again some of the things that they feel that they can help you with through this time. So I'd love you to invite some people along on this call next Wednesday. We'll get a flyer out, and we'd love you to share that with people around you in your community as well. All right, ladies, thank you so much for coming. I'm just going to stop